Married at First Sight, Season 14. What did I think? What did y'all think? Pretty much more of the same, but I'm going to share something interesting that I think, I don't know if maybe a lot of you see it the same way too. But let's start with Mark the Shark and your girl Lindsay. Now, Lindsay seems to have a meltdown every week. And Mark the Shark constantly giving that look like he always looks like he got shocked or something, you know. He shouldn't be surprised at this point that anything Lindsay does. But he looked like he was pretty shocked. And Lindsay just feels like, I guess, that he's not really interested. So she keeps having these blow-ups. And she keeps thinking she's done or saying she's done. I thought they were going to make it at first. Now I'm not so sure. How do you deal with someone that's always having a blow up every week? And last week I didn't do a video on it, but they were fighting right before they were supposed to have a photo shoot with their cats. And he talked her into staying, you know, she wanted to stay anyway, but acted like she didn't. So they had the little photo shoot, and I guess they go back to fighting after the photo shoot this week. But it's just more of the same with Lindsay each week. And Pastor Cal met with Mark and said something about his parents. And he said, are you afraid you're going to be like your dad? Because Mark wasn't happy with his mom's, or his mom wasn't happy with her marriage. So he thought about it and said, I never thought about that. He seemed like he was about to cry. But I thought they were gonna make it. Now I don't think so. What do you guys think? Anyway, on to Noy and Steve, and I think Noy is starting to annoy Steve because she posted on social media. She said, "I deserve better," and he's saying, "Why would you do that? You know, put me out there like that?" And she said, "That wasn't about you." And he's like, "Well, even if it's not, people are going to think it's about me because, you know." And she didn't say who it was about, as far as I remember. But she said, now I do kind of feel like that sometimes in the marriage. So I don't know. It's kind of like mind games, and Steve is trying to see what he can do to make her feel comfortable. And she's like, pretty much get up off the couch and get a job now. But, you know, she wants to feel secure, as she said. He should know in America, money's going to be the number one thing in a marriage. They always say the biggest reason for divorce in America is based off finances. So he should know that, even if he's not originally from Boston, he should have done his research about how they get down in America. So they come up later with, I guess, a business his plan or something. It sounds like about investing, and she kind of always has that look like Mark the Shark too, like she's surprised or hiding something. And I guess she's thinking that's not a real plan. That's kind of a dream. I guess she's thinking, bring in the income and then, you know, handle your dreams. But I don't know. Steve just seems like the tables turned. At first, I thought she was more interested in him than he was in her. Now it seems like he's more interested in her. It seems like the person I heard this somewhere once, that the person that's least interested is the one that holds the power in the relationship. So it kind of seems like now that she's less interested, he's chasing her. It's always bad to be chasing somebody if you're together, especially in marriage. You don't want to have to play that little cat and mouse game, because neither of you are going to get the cheese if you play that game. You can have that one. I don't know if these two are going to make it, because it sounds like even if he had a job, she still doesn't trust it. She wants to see, I guess, how long he can keep it, how he, you know, what he does with the money. So she just seems kind of disconnected, like she's kind of checked out. She loves him, but so she says, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys think they're going to make it? I kind of do, but it depends on the job situation. So I don't know. Moving on to Jasmina and Michael. Now I got a quote, and go subscribe to her page. She does great reviews on Married at First Sight and other shows and stuff. Her page is called Living to Do, Livin to Do, and she had a funny comment. She said she thinks she thinks Michael might end up in the situation where Jasmina doesn't so much look at him as a husband. She's just kind of like a hey big head type of thing, like where she just calls him hey big head and checks up on him, but she doesn't see him as someone she wants to spend the rest of her life with. And I get mixed signals from Jasmina, because one week it seems like she likes him and everything's good, and then the next week she seems back kind of stiff. I was surprised a couple weeks ago when I saw her laughing and she seemed bubbly. I think she has a very classy look, and they just seem like they're not connecting. She said last week something about, I won't get explicit like her, but I'll just say that she's not turned on by him. So, but she says she doesn't give him the stiff arm if he tries to kiss her or something. So, looks like a lot of mixed signals once again. Michael has had a hard life, so the last thing he needs is someone to come into his life to give him more stress. I keep saying a marriage is supposed to improve your life. You're supposed to be a team. It's not supposed to create an extra problem, which it seems like Jasmina is doing. And it's like Michael can do no right. He seems calm and stuff, and then, she thinks he's aggressive or yelling or something. But it's hard to say with these couples, because I've always said, it's a roller coaster. I wish they'd change the format or something, bring in older couples or something, or let the family members hook them up instead of the so-called experts. But they just seem like Jasmina, she seems like she's not attracted to him in a way, but then she makes it sound like she is, and like he can win her over later. I don't know. What do you guys think? You think they're going to make it? Moving on. No more listening Chris. Poor Chris. But, not poor him, hopefully he'll, find somebody that actually appreciates him. Moving on to Juan and Tina. Now, Juan keeps having these meltdowns. He was mad when he found that dating app in Tina's phone that she said she forgot was even there. And she was saying, if I was going to be on a dating app, I sure wouldn't leave it, for you to see. But sometimes that could be, you're out saying, why would I leave it for you to see? And that's why they did it, so it wouldn't look obvious. People think pretty devious sometimes. Not saying that, I don't think she was doing that. I honestly believed her. She seems kind of shy and like she wants things to work out, but Juan kind of keeps nitpicking about the cooking at first. And, I see next week they're on a farm or something. He said it's very attractive. I'm paraphrasing, how she deals with animals. I don't know why that would be attractive. It'd be, it'd be a nice thing to see. I don't know how it's attractive though. But Juan had a big meltdown with Dr. Pepper because he felt like she was going off a hearsay. And he said, you're trying to make me look like the bad guy. And he was talking all this stuff to the rest of the crew too. He didn't know that Dr. Pepper and Pastor Cal were back somewhere watching them on camera. And Dr. Pepper looks like, is he trying to clown me? So she comes out there and Pastor Cal, while he's kind of dissing Dr. Pepper, and they look like, you got to deal with her face to face now. But Juan doesn't back down from confrontation. But he said on the after party with Keisha Knight Pulliam that he just felt like, first of all, he married a stranger and he's getting to know her. So he just doesn't like it to seem like the doctor is just listening to something and basing everything off what she hears rather than, I guess, I don't know, what's he want her to do, be in the room with him when she says it. She has to go off what she hears. I still think, this is what I was saying though, I think out of all the couples, I think this one will make it because he seems to be kind of melting to, he's learning her and how she shuts down things he says. He admitted he could say things in a less, I guess, aggressive way. So I think he's realizing how she responds to certain tones and certain words. So I actually think they'll make it, you know. Elijah Wan, he says a lot of crazy stuff, you know, about the Isaac and all that nonsense. But I still didn't like that thing he was talking about the mom and daughter. That was so way out. But I don't think that was the real him. Someone had even said in the comments that they think he made it up. And the more I thought about it, I was like, yeah, he probably just made that up. Because he said on the after show tonight, yeah, I've been with a lot of women and she's the only one that has me questioning myself. So it's like kind of that macho thing. Seemed like he wants to brag about, yeah, like I might be married now, but back in my day, I had a lot of chicks. I don't know. But I think they're definitely going to make it though. Jasmina and Michael, maybe. I don't think Lindsay and Mark, I don't see that. Lindsay just has too many meltdowns and Mark gets tired of it because he seems kind of like an introvert. She's over the top. They seem real opposite, you know. So that's my thoughts on this episode, season 14. Let me know if you agree that Elijah Wan and Katina, if you think they're gonna make it. This is the J. Roos Theory. Make sure you subscribe. LSR forever. Be fearless. Yay, yay.